Hey there, dear Spellweaver community, and welcome back to another episode of Spellweaver Ranked. And as usual, a little disclaimer at the beginning. Sadly, I catched a little bit of a cold. Thankfully, I play Plague Inc, so... Oh wait, in Plague Inc, it actually only teaches you how to spread it and not how to cure it. Because the cure is actually bad in that game. Nevertheless, I want to apologize for any sneezing or coughing that is gonna... probably inevitably gonna ensue during this episode. Okay, also, by the way, today, or this time in Spellweaver Ranked, I actually stand true to my word that I uttered in the last episode, and that is that I'm going to play the deck called Reign of the Underworld. And I actually checked out the last and the masters before. I actually got the deck list from the last masters. And let me actually check that real quick. I totally forgot to actually play with that. I know that two masters before, there was good old Rex. If you happen to watch this video, shout outs. Good guy. He actually also played Reign of the Underworld. And this time, I think Rex didn't participate. He didn't make it this time. So, but it was still played by, let me check that real quick, Zork, and he actually managed to get 3 points, which is pretty good actually, especially in Masters. He played Blue Soldiers, Rage Rush, and Reign of the Underworld, which was Enoch, and yeah, I get the feeling that maybe most people actually banned that deck because they prepared to face off, not Banshee Control, Harbinger combo, that's what it was, because you need Enoch for that, or you usually play Enoch with that. So probably the deck was banned the most, so maybe it didn't have that much impact on his standing at the end. But still, I like the deck. I like cards that no one really plays, and to actually make them work. So, this is what it's all about. We play with Enoch, and rest be assured, by the way, we might face off against a bunch of aggro decks, maybe even decks that are in particular aggro, but when you see Enoch, especially in Ranked, you can rest assured that is probably gonna be Harbinger combo, sorry. By the way, I played that before and I fucking hate it because I don't get the cards that I need. Either I'm missing like a Chalice or I'm missing the Portal, and yeah, that deck fucking sucks and I'm not gonna play it. And I don't even play like stuff that the majority plays because that's just boring, and I rather play stuff that no one really plays. Alright, so we have 4 zombie legionnaires. We're gonna get to that, why we need them a little bit later. But overall, pretty good value card. It's a 2/2, costs 1 mana, 1 corruption aspect, so you can play them on turn 1, which is nice. Death Curse Shaman, you can also play them on turn 1 if you have a spark. 2 mana and 1 corruption aspect. And the cool thing is, if he leaves the board, you can get to choose between 2 abilities. Either one enemy creature gets -2/-2, or the enemy hero loses 2 lives. So potentially this little fella right here can deal with a 3/3 creature and kill it in the process, which is nice. Mesmerizing Spirit lets the enemy decay 1 card and is a 1/2. Of course, easily removed, but still a good card, especially with the ability. We have 1 Undead Necromancer. This is not a zombies list, even though we run tombs, but that's just a secondary thought. If we don't get the card that we need to get running, then we can actually play zombies with the Undead Necromancer. Turns every zombie into a deadly fiend. 3/2. Necromantic Cult 3 times. We get to that later, why this is pretty good. When another creature dies, either enemy creature or our own creature, you may pay 1 mana to put a Might Emblem on Necromantic Cult, and we can remove a Might Emblem from Necromantic Cult. And an enemy creature gets -1 attack, -1 HP until end of turn. Succubi 4 times, or Sexybus, I think is how the Fuzz calls it. A flying 3/3, and when she enters the board, the enemy hero loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. Nice card overall. Basically the, how's it called? Right here, the Pandemonium of Darkness, only though with a 3/3. Then we have 1 namesake of the deck, Giara, Sovereign of Souls. It's a 4/5, the legendary card from Corruption. 1 speed, 4 aspects, obviously 4 mana. Other non-spirit creatures get -1 attack, -1 HP. Whenever a non-spirit creature dies, It dies for real. Summon an Enchained Soul onto the field. Enchained Soul creatures you control are no longer slaves. Which is a nice thing, by the way. Also, every creature gets -1/-1. Means, by the way, that Zombie Legionnaires are still viable because they are 2/2. And when you have a Tombs of the Damned out that we have in the deck 3 times, you can play zombies with that, no problem. They are basically viable, I would say. And they are still on the board for a 1/1, which is pretty nice. And of course, if you have also an Undead Necromancer out, they are also deadly. Deadly 1/1s with 1 speed. Not the best, but yeah, still board presence, obviously. And definitely a threat to be reckoned with. You have to deal with them somehow, or else they're gonna overrun you sooner or later. Then we have 3 times Obnoxious Fumes, because great removal. Word of Pain 4 times is awesome because you get to, especially if Shiara is out, everything that the enemy plays, unless he plays like Wisdom, is of course weakened by -1/-1, and then you can put even more like weakness emblems on the creatures if you have like 4 aspects, which you usually want to with this deck. And yeah, it's an extra card draw, so awesome right there. 4 times Consume Spirit, you know, we want to run 4 aspects, so we get like we get to drain a 4 HP creature, which is awesome. Haunt summons Enchained Souls, and it's just awesome. I love this card, especially if the enemy plays zombies. Speaking of zombies, Tombs of the Damned obviously summons a Zombie Legionnaire at the start of our turn onto the field, and when it hits the board, obviously. Reign of the Underworld is, of course, the namesake of this deck. 3 times legendary card. Enchained Soul creatures are no longer slaves. First thing. Second, all other creatures become slaves. Awesome. And how do you deal with this? Like, if the enemy has like 4 creatures on the board, like beefy creatures, how can he deal with this? With this one, each slave creature has pay 2 mana, sacrifice this creature, summon an Enchained Soul onto the field. And this is how the enemy deals with this. So, of course, as you can see, let's say we have like a zombie on the board. We sacrifice him so that it becomes an Enchained Soul. This triggers, by the way, the Necromantic Cult. And if we sacrifice the Enchained Soul, then of course, that also gives a point or a might emblem to the Necromantic Cult. So this right here goes hand in hand, and it's pretty awesome. We have 2 times Haunted Cemetery. Next time an enemy creature dies, summon a Zombie Legionnaire onto the field. Of course, this also goes hand in hand with Sanctum of the Void, which ensures that an enemy creature is gonna die because the hero has to sacrifice a creature. And of course, 14 Corruption Shrines. The thing that I like about this deck, by the way, it's a little bit like playing demons. Not the Harbinger demons, but the actual demons, where you don't only play against the enemy, but you also have to play against yourself, because you run the... you're in constant danger that you're gonna kill yourself with the portal, obviously, so you have to always manage your health, but also maintain board presence and kill the enemy off quickly. And this is the thing right here, like you have to make perfect use of your mana, because once Reign of the Underworld hits the board and you have like 4 creatures or 5 creatures on the board, you always have to sack some of those creatures or put creatures out that are less viable. So you can sacrifice them so that they are Enchained Souls, because they always have to be more Enchained Souls than slaves, obviously, so that you can actually attack. And I really like this about this deck. And Tombs of the Damned can potentially be pretty bone crushing for the enemy if he doesn't have the proper mana to supply to constantly turn some of them into Enchained Souls. But it can also be pretty good. And I made 1 win with this deck, by the way. Also by putting, of course, Reign of the Underworld out, and then with 2 Succubi that I actually drew. Was pretty awesome. And yeah, we're gonna see how this is gonna fare in Ranked. By the way, we tumbled down. We'll see if we tumble down even further. We are now 272 with 70 wins and 113 losses. Let's see. But I was about to say, let's see in how many fucking silencers we run into. But last time, no silencers, even though there was some Wisdom Rage shenanigans. But that was fast, actually. Let's see. Game number 1 against Ombre Phoenix, which is gonna be obviously the Harbinger combo. The first time that I actually run into this, I think. We have 2 Reign of the Underworlds, which you don't need. I'm gonna draw again. That's better. Oh, and we have Haunt, which means we can... Oh, nice card pick, by the way. Which means we can counter the portal. And that is always nice. Of course, first I'm gonna hit off that zombie legionnaire, and that is interesting. Ancient ruins, eh? Huh. Maybe it's not demons. We're gonna see. So we are a little bit far off from this, so let's discard it. On the cemetery, nice. Good value right away. We can actually get a tombs going. Getting a little bit of a zombie thing here. Of course, by the way, splashing in wisdom for this deck would be pretty neat, because we actually need 4 aspects. Let's see what he mills. Not too bad. Even though that's the only necromancer that we have, so zombies are a little bit weaker for us in the long run. Do I spark for Word of Pain? Yeah, let's do that. Kill it before it hatches, right? And now we also can block, get a little bit of damage in. Solid. I got a succubus off of that. Nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get the... I think I'm gonna try to get the tombs going now. Get a little bit of that. Oh, okay. Now I know what this is. But that's actually perfect, because I'm just gonna haunt that. So if I attack, it's gonna kill me. It doesn't kill this fella, however. So let's get... I'm always drawing succubi, which is kinda nice. Yeah, I don't really need Sanctum now, because I actually want this to stay on the board. So let's get this shit going. I was about to say that's Azara's Decay, I guess, but apparently not. That, however, is a problem. The Necromantic Cult. He doesn't have any mana though, so he doesn't get everything or anything from this turn now. So I'm just gonna hit you with my own Necromantic Cult. How you like that? Let's do it like this. Yeah. Thank you very much. That's exactly why I wanted that. Let's see who grows the Necromantic Cult faster. Sack this. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep her yet. Make sure that we have the card drawn. So many freaking souls! Mmm! Delicious. Oh, and he sacked good old Harsford right there. The Duke and another Necromantic Cult. So I have to sack something. It's probably gonna be the zombie. Or should it? Nah. I'm gonna sack one of the Enchained Souls if he uses it. I'm also debating if I should keep 3 mana to kill this. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, he has no mana left. Nice. I mean, what were you trying to accomplish there, my friend? I don't know. That's not how it's gonna work. Sadly, though, my Enchained Soul buffer has been fricked. Oh well. Don't you dare kill off my... You suck. Damn it, now I can't buff up my Necromantic Cult. I could kill off the zombie. But I need to... I can't kill this off. I was about to say I could Blood Feast this. Then I'm down to 1 mana, but I need 1 mana to put a Might Emblem on him. Yeah, I needed 4 mana. If I would have 4, then I would be down to 2 mana. 1 mana, minus 1 mana to get 1 Might Emblem on it, and then Noxious Fumes, and then kill it off with the Necromantic Cult. Doesn't work, sadly. So I think I play him. Go in for beats. I still have the zombie for Soul Prison right there. So yeah, we should be good. So we can... Yeah, I can Soul Prison into killing this. Yeah. Sure. Thank you. Profit. Still can't quite kill him off. So I might go for hero damage, I guess. Yeah, let's go for hero damage. It's interesting. Not really sure why he would do that, but okay. Alright then, my friend. No one really gains anything out of that, though. It's a lose-lose situation. Get that Soul Prison, get that Tombs going. Probably Succubus next turn. Unless I draw Giara. Or unless I have to kill this, might also be a thing. Let's make this actually clever. That's how the big boys are doing it. Exactly like that. Sadly we didn't hit like the Reign of the Underworld yet, which is kinda defeating the purpose of this deck. By the way, if this guy drops a silencer, which is hopefully unlikely, I'm gonna flip something, that's for sure. Oh, Duke! Oh. Someone is getting rambunctious over there, eh? Let's see. Yeah, let's kill this off. Doesn't have any mana, so he doesn't get the cults going. Let's not hit him with a Succubus just yet. Let's do this though. See if he blocks. Yeah, that was about 3. I expected that. So we got him down to 5. Do I hit him with the Succubus? Let's hit him with the Succubus. Let's not be stingy with what we got. Could have also buffed them actually to... but then they also would only make 3 damage and that wouldn't kill him, obviously. The Duke. Soul Prison is ready again. So let me prepare for this by hovering over this beautiful guy. Let's see what he's preparing for. Nah, he milled Haunt. That's 2 Haunts gone. No Shiara and no Reign of the Underworld though. Okay. He doesn't get the Might Emblems though. Yeah, now I can't block with the Sexybus, but I don't care. Well, I could, but I shouldn't, I guess. Yeah, he doesn't get any Might Emblems from that, thankfully. Because that's 0 mana. I don't know if he wants to keep blockers alive, actually. If I just draw another Succubus or Sexybus, I think I'm gonna win. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, because 2 damage is going through. Put him down to 3. And then Succubus drains for 3. Let's see. Well, that's also something. Limit his abilities to actually play something. Why not? Wait, let me see. He can only block 1. Yeah, I think I won. I just sacrifice this. Go in for beats. Yeah, that's game. Thank you for participating. Good old Ombre Phoenix. But that's it. We haven't seen neither Shiara nor Reign of the Underworld. But hey, it's a win. And there we go. That's a win! Basically for kind of a zombie deck. And we are back in this. That's the first win, so the next 2 games are going to be losses from what I've gathered so far. Rank 257 with 71 wins and 113 losses. Alright, so that was game number 1. Let's see how it goes in game number 2.